YouTube, what's going on? So, fixing a radiator support for my friend John. He's probably gonna be over later. And I've been gone for a while. You'll see why here in a second. Don't hate me. My apologies, but I've stolen everybody's GPUs and have been crypto mining. Trying to make some extra money to fund the projects. Work has not been going too well, so it's finally on the leg up. Okay, now that you've probably have a very big disgust for me because I'm crypto mining, I took all your GPUs, well, a few of them. I'm gonna start getting back on the RX 8, and I have a little how-to video today. Restoring a carbon fiber hood, so we'll wet sand that and clear coat that. I still have to finish tuning the Honda. It's I'd say I've done a lot of data logging. Haven't tuned it much, but it is running. Got it right there. And just doing a little bit yard work and all that. And Cam is no longer on the channel. I don't know if he's going to make his own channel after this, but if he does, I'll make sure to tell you guys. He moved away, he's out of the house, so just me and some how-tos, or any of my friends drop by and we'll start making some videos. But here's a how-to. So we've got a faded epoxy hood here. It's got a small crack that might show through. I'm not sure yet. Can't really see it when the hood is wet. That's a good sign, but I have a feeling it will shine through. Other than that, not really any let's say blemish spots, so it should come out really good. I'm gonna have to take these off, take the whole hood off, put it on some stands, clear coat it. Sounds like another race car is starting up back there. One of my neighbors has a nice race car. And so we're gonna start off with 800 grit. I'm going to wipe this whole thing down with Prep-Sol first, which I think I've shown you guys in the engine how-to video, but just in case you haven't seen that. So we got Prep-Sol. Yeah, it should just be that one. That's all I have left. Prep-Sol. So we'll clean that off, degrease it. I've already done it with soap and water. And you always want to do that before you sand it. If you start sanding this and there's any type of, as a shine or protectant or wax, anything like that on there, it's going to get in the sand scratches and it's going to make your clear coat fisheye. So we're going to wipe it down first, then we start wet sanding it. I already got the water turned on up there. Got a hose right here, so I'll put up the tripod and show you how to wet sand a few spots and how to check, make sure it's sanded all the way. Once that's done, I'll probably finish up these spots when I take those off, take the hood off, then we'll wipe it down again on some sawhorses and prep it for clear coat. Alright guys, we have our piece of 800 here. Usually what I like to do is fold it like this. Get it roughly close, and then we'll get the water. Now I've already wiped this down with Prep-Sol, and so we'll get it wet. And pretty much just sand it like that. And to check it, the water is going to stick where it's already been sanded, and where it hasn't been sanded, it's just going to keep beading off. So you can check pretty much like that, and we can go from there. Alright, so I've gotten most of this side done. You can actually see where the water is still clinging to where I sanded, and of course it's clinging to where it's kind of faded on the hood. I haven't sanded over there. You can see by the time lapse right before this, but yeah, so I have to get a little bit better right here. You can see through. I gotta sand a little bit better right here, so just let it dry. Check and just see any lighter areas you need to go over a little bit more. Try to stay off edges. Stay off this edge, stay off this edge, any body lines. Get the middle of it, because without realizing it, the edge of the sandpaper is going to be hitting these edges, and if you focus on these and do the sides, you're probably going to break through the epoxy layer that's there. So do all the flat surfaces, edges will kind of go with it, touch those up at the end, let it kind of dry, see your light spots, go back over it, and yeah, let's get this finished up. All right, we are halfway done with this. You can actually kind of see in the video where it's still faded on this side. I've got a good bit of the fade gone on this side. This thing's gonna turn out pretty good. The only thing is back here is just a little too far gone, so there will be a little bit of fade. You can see through it. It's kind of hard to see with the camera, but so there will be a little bit of fade through this area, but other than that, you can actually see a difference between sanded and not sanded. Should be looking pretty much brand new except for this faded top area when we're done. Looks like I'm gonna have to call it a day out here because this is gonna have to stay outside with the hood off. But there we go. That is wet sanded all the way. I just hit it with some water, so that's what it should look like with clear coat. A couple spots possibly that are going to show a little bit of clouding on the peak here where it's a little faded. It must have been the sun on this side of the car and up at the top, but that should look way better. All right, tomorrow we will clear coat it. So here we are, about to clear the hood, and everybody's yelling at me because I didn't record anything. So, my apologies, I'm gonna beep that out. So, you wanna wipe it down, and you're gonna use a tack rag to get all the dust off of it. Already have the clear coat mixed in here. That's what we're using. And time to clear. And here it is, out in the sun. Big improvement to what it was. We just have to get it on the car, and she's gone. That's another how-to video. See you next time.